Hi, my name is Lillie Davis, and I am the music teacher at Owens Christian Academy and Van Buren Academy. I wanted to share with you some of the lessons that we are going over in our music class. This way you can reinforce the lessons at home and better understand what your child is learning in music. The classes that I teach, they're more foundational studies of music theory, which will help your child if your child especially will go on to private lessons, which we do offer. We have a young lady who teaches our private lessons for us. So if you were interested in private lessons for your child, please just let me know. The first class, let me start off with what all the students have. All the students have objectives in their book, whether it's this book here or the other books that some of the other students use. And all the objectives are in the beginning of the book, and we will review the objectives of that week before we move on to be sure that each child have mastered that particular objective. They also have what we call a sticker page. The sticker page have a sticker for each day that they come to music, and then they get another sticker, or what we call a double sticker, if they bring their homework back with their parent's signature on it, saying that they did practice that particular homework or completed that particular homework. So every child gets that in their book. This class is our beginner class, and we're going to go over just briefly what we have learned. We've talked about the piano, starting with our 2 black keys and our 3 black keys on our keyboard or our piano. And they had to identify, these are all black keys, and they had to make these look the same. And recognizing that there are 2 here, there are 3 here, 2 and 3. So the first thing that we did in this class was understanding that there are 2 black keys and 3 black keys on our piano or our keyboard. And we call this a pattern. This word your child should know. It's called a pattern. What is the pattern on our keyboard? 2 black keys and 3 black keys, all up and down our keyboard. 2 black keys and 3 black keys. Also, our next sheet, they had to identify just the 2 black keys to see if they recognized how different that was from the 3. So we asked them to circle only the 2 black keys, which they did, identifying only the 2 black keys. And so even on the piano, we asked them to come up to the piano, locate the 2 black keys, all the 2 black keys on our keyboard, knowing they have to skip the 3 black keys and go on to this 2. They have to skip this one and play the next 2 all the way down our piano. The next thing we learned was the difference between our right and our left hand. So this is really important. If you can reinforce this at home, having your child raise his right hand or raise his left hand, or throughout the day or when you get home, asking them to bring you something, asking them to be specific. Bring that with your right hand. Bring that with your left hand so that they can start thinking right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. Because they're going to learn to play the piano with their right hand first in this particular program. So they need to know what is our right hand, what right hand is. Now this week we're going to learn another finger, which is the number 1 finger, or the thumb. And that finger is going to be colored blue. We're going to color that blue. The number 1 finger, blue. The number 2 finger is red, which is the pointer finger and the thumb. For homework this week, we're going to color the number 1 finger, the number 1 that's on the finger, on your thumb, blue. We're going to color the blue key, where the number 1 is, blue. And we're going to color the red finger, the number 2, and the number 2 on the key. And then have your child locate these keys on your keyboard. The number 1, see the 2 black keys? They can find the 2 black keys. And the 2 black keys, in front of the 2 black keys, we have that 1 key. Or later on we'll learn that that's the C key. And we have the 2 key, which is the red key, or the D key. Later on we'll learn that 1 and 2. So have them start at the beginning of the keyboard and play all the 1s and the 2s. 1s and the 2s. Show them how to identify the 2 black keys and allow them to do it on their own. If they know it already, 1, 2. Help them think through that 1, 2. all the way down to the end, the 1 and the 2 keys, using the 1 and the 2 finger on their right hand.